Okay, so we're gonna head to literally the most remote place on Earth to check out a truly spectacular celestial event. And what's amazing is that this event has a really profound meaning for millions of people all around the world.
I mean, that sounds like something straight out of a movie, doesn't it? But this is a real thing. It's a totally predictable dance between the sun and the moon happening at the very bottom of our planet. And that's really the big question we're diving into. How can an eclipse that's pretty much only visible to a few scientists and maybe some penguins in Antarctica connect to a sacred time for people thousands and thousands of miles away?
So yeah, you might want to circle this date on your calendar, because on this day, the universe is putting on a show that is just as scientifically precise as it is completely, breathtakingly beautiful.
All right, so what is actually happening up there in the sky? Let's break down the science behind this incredible fire in the ice.
So this isn't a total eclipse, where the sun gets completely blocked out. Nope. In an annular eclipse, the moon is just a little too far away from us in its orbit to cover the whole sun. And what you get is this stunning, perfect ring of sunlight.
And just look at the precision of it all. I mean, we know down to the minute when it starts, when that amazing ring of fire appears, when it hits its peak, and when it all just fades away. It's like a perfect cosmic schedule.
And get this, the main place to watch it from is one of the most remote, most isolated human outposts on the entire planet. A tiny group of scientists there are going to have one of the best seats in the house for this incredible celestial show.
But here's the thing. This eclipse is so much more than just a cool scientific event. To really get why, we have to understand that for many, many people, the moon is basically a sacred clock.
You see, this verse from the Quran creates a direct link between the phases of the moon, specifically the new moons, and how people mark time, especially for religious events and holidays.
And the key to this whole calendar is the hilal. This is that very first tiny sliver of the crescent moon you can see right after the new moon phase. Spotting it is the traditional signal that a new month has begun.
For centuries, this is how it's been done. Communities have relied on this practice. People would actually go out after sunset and scan the horizon, just looking for that first delicate crescent. Seeing it meant the holy month of Ramadan had officially begun.
Okay, so we've got a scientific event at the South Pole and a sacred tradition of moon sighting happening all over the world. How on earth do these two things connect? Well, this is where it all comes together.
Here it is. This is the big aha moment. A solar eclipse can only happen during the new moon phase. That moment of perfect alignment between us, the moon, and the sun is the exact, verifiable birth of the new moon, period.
And this really lays out the contrast perfectly. On one hand, you have the traditional sighting. It's a beautiful practice for sure, but it really depends on clear skies and someone actually seeing the crescent. But on the other hand, the eclipse gives us astronomical certainty. It's a calculated, predictable fact that the new moon has happened, no question about it. So that ring of fire happening over Antarctica, it basically acts as an undeniable cosmic announcement. It removes all doubt. The search for the crescent isn't really needed anymore, because the entire world has just witnessed the exact astronomical moment it was born.
And so, with the new moon confirmed by the eclipse on February 17th, the first day of Ramadan can be set with total confidence for February 18th. It's wild, right? The cosmic clock in Antarctica is setting the sacred calendar for the world.
But this is about more than just a date on a calendar. It's really a moment where science and faith, where cold, hard calculation and deep contemplation seem to be pointing in the exact same direction.
I love this idea. The shadow that the eclipse casts across the Earth isn't just a straight line. It follows this gentle curve, a path that reflects the complex, beautiful orbits of our solar system. There's a kind of poetry in the physics of it all.
And the takeaway here is pretty profound. The idea is that timekeeping is actually woven into the fabric of the cosmos. It's a predictable, magnificent order that science helps us understand, an order that goes way beyond the limits of what our eyes can see, especially on a cloudy day.
So when you boil it all down, what is this grand celestial event really telling all of us? It's kind of like a message, delivered in light and shadow.
A cosmic announcement, one that's witnessed in the Antarctic ice, but really meant to be heard by the whole world.
Welcome, O Ramadan. A greeting that's not delivered by a human messenger, but by the sun and moon themselves in a silent, beautiful dance over the ice.
And that's the thought we'll leave you with. This whole event is just a beautiful reminder that you can understand the universe with equations and telescopes, but you can also see it as a source of wonder and deep spiritual connection. It's a perfect alignment of two ways of seeing our world.